In this lesson, we will make an example of static NAT. In our previous lesson, we made dynamic port address translate for the users in our inside zone to access the internet, and we enabled our users to access the internet using 44.34.0.1 IP. But we may have a web server or a mail server in our network, and we may want these servers to go to the internet using static IP. In order to do this, we need to configure static NAT. In this example, we will enable our web server to go to the internet using the IP of 44.34.0.100. Now let's start our configuration by switching to the firewall side. When we come to the firewall side, let's come under the Policy tab. Here, under the Policy tab, click on the NAT tab. Let's create a new rule by clicking Add here. Let it be called Web Server Static NAT. Let's come to the original package. Our source zone is DMZ. Our destination zone outside. Our destination interface 11 WAN interface. We leave the service at any. Our source address is 10.1.0.100. Let's add it by clicking Add. From here, you need to write 10.1.0.100 in the address section. Since I previously added an object for the web server in the object section, I choose the object here. Let's come to the translate package part. Let's choose static IP and translation type. Here we need to write the IP we will translate. Our IP address will be 44.34.0.100. If you want, you can add an address object here and select this object from here. There is also a bidirectional option here. If you tick this option, you will have done bidirectional NAT, that is, you will have NAT both inbound and outbound. I keep choosing this. From here, let's align the columns by saying adjust column. In the NAT we wrote here, our source zone is DMZ, our destination zone is outside, our destination interface is 11, our source address is 10.1.0.100. We don't know where the destination address is, we will translate it to 44.34.0.100 IP. Now we need to create a rule for our web server to log out to the internet, because previously we only created a rule for users in our inside zone. Now, let's go under the Security tab and create a rule for this web server to go to the internet. Here I say add, let's name the web server internet permission. Our rule type is interzone. We choose interzone as traffic will go from DMZ zone to outside zone. Let's come to the source part. Our source zone is DMZ, our source address is web server local IP. Here we choose our web server local IP. We come to the destination section. Our destination zone is outside. We leave the application part in any. Let's add HTTP, HTTPS and DNS in the service part. Now let's come to the action part and let's say allow here. Here, let's save our logs at the beginning of the session and create our rule by saying OK. Now, after writing our rule, let's write the changes we made by saying commit to the running config of our firewall. We have successfully printed our changes to our firewall. Now let's go. Open our web server. Let's test if it has access to the internet. When we come to our web server, let's check our IP address first, then test whether we have access to the firewall or not, and then check whether it can access the internet. I open the command line and type pipconfig/all to check the IP address. You can see that our IP address is 10.1.0.100 and our gateway IP is 10.1.0.254. Now let's ping our firewall. We have access to our firewall. Now let's check if we have access to the internet. As you can see, we have access to the internet. Let's go to the firewall side and look at the details from the logs. When we come to the firewall side, let's click on the Monitor tab, click on the Traffic tab under the Log tab and look at our logs. Let's refresh here. Here you can see that the web server is on the internet and the rule name is the web server internet permission. Let's take a look at the details here. When we look at the details of our rule, you can see session ID 848, action allow, source user 10.1.0.100. Here you can see that the NAT IP is 44.34.0.100 as well. Our web server made its exit to the internet with the static NAT IP we created. This is how we configure static NAT. See you in our next lesson. Bye.